What's up, everybody? Today is February 22nd, 2022, and this is episode 273 of 403 Sports Talk. I'm Raheem Escalay. Good to have you with us. Today we have news, Western Mass sports, college basketball from both sides, and a whole lot of news. If I didn't already say news twice. Let's just get into it, honestly. The judge rules that of the 22 cases, Deshaun Watson can be only deposed for 9 of them, questioned under oath. 9 is better than 22 here, although we don't really know too many details about the cases. But yeah, 9 is better than 22, I guess. So if that's any light shed on his side, there it is. Michigan's Juwan Howard suspended for the season, but he will be back next year. Listen, there's no place for any of that in coaching. There's no place for instigating something like that to happen, which is exactly what happened here. Coach is not going to just bug out over nothing. And Juwan Howard, not to mention, he was one of my favorite ball players back in the day. Houston Rockets, I believe. No action like that goes unprovoked. You know what I mean? I don't even want to hear what the other side's saying. So, Robbie Manfred, my boy, and Major League Baseball tweaked their offer, so to speak. Language and money as far as minor leagues, but both sides seem separate, very far apart, and it doesn't look like baseball will be here this spring. U.S. Women's National Team and the USSF settle on an equal pay settlement for an amount of $24 million. And you like to see that because seeing men and women both get equally paid for the same exact work is just human. Medina Spirit, the horse that thought she won the Kentucky Derby, was banned because her trainer wanted to be a fucking cheater, rubbed some cream in her that had some steroids in it, and DQ'd, and your victory is stripped. Dragic says no to the Lakers, no to the Warriors, but yes to the Nets. So Dragic has signed with the Nets for the rest of the season. Might make Brooklyn a little bit better. Might help on the Kyrie inconsistency department. But yeah, Nets are the winners here. Longmeadow Lancers withstand an attempted comeback by Pope Francis to win 68-64 in Class A, the boys' side of high school basketball. That's just one score from an amazing day one for this high school tournament, and we will get into the scores right away. Hamden Charter School of Science East over Munson 63-55. Ware beat Southwick 65-46. Westfield over Putnam 55-52. Westfield Tech over Franklin Tech 59-52. Gateway over St. Mary's 53-49. Amherst beats the East Longmeadow Spartans 51-46. Springfield International Charter smokes Belchertown 73-37. Damn, I would hate to be a team playing them coming up next. Hoosick Valley over Mount Everett 71-37. Wacona Warriors took care of the South Hadley Tigers 64-33. Ouch. Mount Greylock over Palmer 73-55. Shout out to Coach Nate. It was a tough one. Refs were kind of fucked, unfair, whatever word we're going to use here. Thank God we could use it on this kind of stage. Mayhar over Commerce 51-49. Monument Mountain Beach Frontier 66-61. Side Tech over Minichog 60-49. Wow, nice victory, Coach Shaka. Minichog's a quality opponent. Side Tech over Minichog, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Go Beavers. Go Cybercats, I'm sorry. Not the Beavers. That's Putnam. School next door. Whatever. Lennox over Greenfield 67-51. Holyoke beats Agawam 69-66 amongst a bunch of referee fucking up and bullshit. Officiating was horrible at that game. You know who you are, refs. Come on. These are kids. The kids are playing for the kids. Come on, man. Jesus. Longmeadow over Pope Francis, as we mentioned in the beginning, 68-64. Granby over Pioneer Valley, 55-41. Hopkins takes care of Smith Academy, 50-32. While Taconic ends Pittsfield's dream, 65-45. And now we're moving on to the girls' side of things. And it goes like this: Westfield over Hampshire, 51-39. Lennox beats Pathfinder, 44-23. Mayhar over Commerce, 45-44. Wow, it's 2 Commerce squads that lost. Westfield Tech over Pioneer Valley Chinese Immersion Charter School, 21-14. Chicopee Comp over Pope Francis, 60-52. Holyoke over Northampton, 74-57. Pittsfield over Franklin Tech, 52-28. Putnam over Mohawk Trail, 47-33. Chicopee beats Longmeadow, 61-54. South Hadley over Belchertown, 46-42. Class B, the game before Class A. 2 games before Class A, and then Pittsfield and Franklin Tech was Class C for the playoffs, the tournaments. Now you get it. Palmer beats St. Mary's, 66-48 in Class C. Also Class C, Taconic beats Mount Greylock, 57-30. Mount Everett over Munson in Class D, 51-41. Ware over Hamden Charter School of Science West, 38-17. They didn't make the tournaments, unfortunately. Turners Falls over Granby, 47-12, Class D. Amherst over Westside, 50-37, Class A. Monument Mountain over East Hampton, 62-48, Class B. Springfield International Charter over McCann Tech, 65-41, Class C. Class D is Hoosick Valley over Smith Academy, 66-22. Lee over Duggan, 69-35 in Class D. And Class B, Wacona Warriors take care of the Southwick Rams, 67-49. Those are your scores for the beautiful tournament, beautiful round ones of those tournaments. But wait, there's more. Basketball tonight, we got the boys' side first. We're at Ludlow, 5 p.m. Hamden Charter School of Science East at Pathfinder, also at 5. Westfield at Chicopee, 5:30. Pioneer Valley Chinese Immersion Charter School at Gateway for 6 o'clock. Minnechaug at Westside, also at 6. Hamden Charter School of Science West at Turners Falls, also at 6. And at 6:30, Renaissance at Apollo Freer. It's going to be a good one. Franklin Tech at Smith Folk for 6:30. Northampton at Central, that's Class A, for 7 o'clock. I'll be there. East Hampton at McCann Tech for 7 o'clock also. And Lee takes on Coach Dion Bird in the mighty Bay State Academy Bulls. That's it for boys' sides of basketball. Now on to the girls for tonight. 4 o'clock, Westfield at East Longmeadow. Renaissance at Athol for 5. Commerce at Smith Folk for 5 as well. And Pathfinder plays Hamden Charter School of Science East, also at 5 o'clock. Class A, 5:30, Minnechaug at Central. Hamden Charter School of Science West at Gateway. 6 o'clock, we got Pioneer Valley at Greenfield. Putnam at Ludlow, Pope Francis at Agawam, and Pioneer Valley Chinese Immersion Charter School at SciTech. That's it for Western Mass Sports. Tune into our episode tomorrow to check back with more scores on the games tonight, and I could go back and do some picks. All right, we'll do with the boys. Ludlow over Ware. Pathfinder over Hamden Charter School of Science East. Tongue tied. Chicopee over Westfield. Gateway over Pioneer Valley Chinese Immersion Charter School. Westside over Chaug. Turners over the Hamden Charter School of Science West. Palo over Renaissance. Franklin Tech over Smith Folk. Central over Northampton. East Hampton over McCann. And Bay State over Lee. Now on to the girls' side. Westfield at East Longmeadow. That's at 4. We're going to go with East Longmeadow. Even though they've only won 1 game this season. We're going out on a limb here. Renaissance at Athol. Give me Renaissance. Commerce at Smith Folk. Commerce, Red Raiders. Pathfinder at Hamden Charter School of Science East. We're going with Pathfinder. Central over Minnechaug. Duh. Gateway over Hamden Charter School of Science West. That's at 5:32. Putnam at Ludlow. Give me Ludlow. Pope Francis at Agawam. Give me Agawam. And SciTech over Pioneer Valley Chinese Immersion Charter School. Yes. And that's it. Seriously. For Western Mass Sports. NHL, Boston over Colorado, 5-1. Carolina beats Philly in overtime 4-3. Calgary over Winnipeg, 3-1. And Montreal beats Edmonton, That's it for hockey. Now on to college basketball for the men's and women's side. We'll start with the men's. Number 22, Ohio State over Indiana, 80-69. Maryland over Penn State, 67-61. UNC takes care of Louisville, 70-63. BC over Florida State, 71-55. Syracuse over Georgia Tech, 74-73 in overtime. TCU over West Virginia, 77-67. Number 10, Baylor takes care of Oklahoma State, 66-64. And UCLA over Arizona State, 66-52. UCLA is 12th, by the way. And on to the women's side, Penn State over Michigan State, 79-71. And number 21, Iowa takes care of the Hoosiers, 88-82. And that's it for this episode of 4-3 Sports Talk. I am Rahim Escalay, episode 272, that is. YouTube, 45 subscribers, and Facebook, we want to try to continue to grow the show and make this as good as it can be. Maybe the best ever someday. Anyway, love you all. Wish you nothing but health, wealth, and success. Shout out to all the student athletes, the coaches, the schools they represent, their parents, and everybody involved in what happened tonight, what happened last night, and what happens tomorrow night as well, as basketball continues to go on. Love you all, and we will see you tomorrow with episode 273 of 4-3 Sports.